Good old Elon Musk, guys. We have a lot to break down in this video regarding Elon, his tweets. We're going to talk about Tesla stock, and of course, we're going to go over my thoughts on Tesla stock moving forward here, some key levels of resistance I'm seeing on the stock. So if you guys find value, of course, hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts regarding his tweets, Elon in general, the lawsuit, everything going on. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let's just dive right into the video. So look, jury rules for Elon Musk and Tesla in investor lawsuit over tweets. And if you guys don't remember the tweets from almost 5 years ago at this point, that's crazy how 5 years have gone by like that pretty much. Well, it's more like 4.5 years, but still, time is flying, guys. He tweeted back on August 7th, and let me actually zoom in on this so you guys can see it. He tweeted back on August 7th, 2018, am considering taking Tesla private at $420, funding secured. And this is actually before, and you guys probably know this, maybe you don't know this, I'll tell you now. This is before the meteoric rise in Tesla stock. He tweeted this, and let me tell you, the stock was going bananas. And again, this is before we had that 1,000 or 2,000% run, whatever it ended up being. So he tweeted that, I'm considering taking Tesla private at $420, and he got a lot of backlash, a ton of backlash. He got fined a ton of money back then. The stock was going ballistic. Let's actually pull the stock up so I can show you all what was going on back then. And, of course, he was, and still, of course, is in the public eye even more at this point. But back then, he was in the public eye in a major way as well. And for a CEO to tweet something like this back then, it caused a lot of, craziness, right? And even if he were to do it today, I'm sure it would be even crazier. So he went and tweeted this, and look at the stock, guys, during this time period. This is the monthly chart, so each one of these candles represents a month. So let's pull up the August month here. Let's zoom in a little bit so I can show you guys. This candle right here is from August 2018. Look at the stock, guys. It was at 19, or it ranged from $19 to all the way up to $26. That is a spread of 35%. So it shot up initially after this tweet, right? And then look at what happened in September. It went all the way down to $16.75. That's a drop from $26 to $16.25. That is a 35% drop. So this caused insane volatility in the stock. And then, of course, after that, September month, we started creeping up in October, November, December. We pretty much recovered all those losses. And then let's see what happened after that, after December, heading into the new year. It started going down a little bit. It went all the way down to $11, guys. That was in June of 2019. And then you guys probably remember that. It was, that was one of the last months, June, July, September, before the meteoric rise, which really happened after the COVID crash. I mean, that's when Tesla really started to take off in terms of the stock. You guys can see in March 2020, it was at $43. And that was actually April 2020. It was at 43, 30, in the 30s, 40s. And then it went all the way up to 400. So it essentially 10x'd from that point. And the gains from before that were even crazier. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on, guys, in terms of, or what happened with the trial, the lawsuit. And we'll just break down the stock now and see where it's at now, and kind of go over some key levels that I'm looking at, some key points of resistance. So during the trial, Elon Musk personally took the witness stand to defend the tweets, testifying that he believed he had a handshake agreement in 2018 with Saudi Arabia's public investment fund to convert Tesla, which is a publicly traded company, if you guys didn't know, into a private one. If the Saudis, or rather it was the Saudis, he said, Elon Musk said, who subsequently revoked on the deal, or backed out on the deal. And Elon Musk said, quote, "I had no ill motive," end quote, during the nearly 8 hours of testimony last month. And he said, "My intent was to do the right thing for all shareholders." And I mean, I don't know, guys, like, let's be honest. He was definitely, I'm not saying he was trying to pump the stock, but he was trying to, for sure bring a lot of attention to the stock. For sure, he was trying to hype up a lot of people and probably get some buyers in there. Let's be honest. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I don't know. He said he had no ill motive, which I guess maybe he didn't have an ill motive, like, oh, he wanted to screw a bunch of people over. I just think he wanted to get a bunch of buyers in there to potentially bring the stock up. But then again, that does put people in a position where, let's say it weren't to go private at 420, which it didn't, a lot of people probably lost money on that, on speculating that it was going to go to 420, maybe even higher or whatever, right? People probably lost a good amount of money on that speculation. But then again, if you look afterwards, it went up 2,000% or 1,000%. So if they were to just hold, I guess they would have made a ton of money. But that's neither here nor there. Then we have here Nicholas Parrott, I think Parrott, an attorney representing Tesla shareholders in the case, countered that no formal agreement was ever in place with the Saudis, right? Or whatever Elon Musk was saying, that Elon's tweet had served him his own interests rather than those of investors, costing them millions and potentially billions of dollars as Tesla's share price fluctuated during the ordeal, which you guys saw. I showed you guys the charts from back at that time. It was definitely fluctuating, not like 3, 4, 5, 10%. We're talking 30, 40%, fluctuations here. Tons of money was lost, and of course, tons of money was made depending on what side of the trade that you were on. And you guys know Elon has a record of trying to hype things up, make things seem better than potentially than they potentially are. He has a track record of never meeting deadlines and really just hyping things up and trying to keep that stock price up. At least that's what I think, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will agree with me on that. And even before the trial, California District Court Judge Edward Chen had ruled that the tweets were false and reckless. For sure. Definitely reckless. I'd agree with that. Separately, Elon Musk and Tesla had reached a $40 million settlement, which I forgot about until I was reading online, prepping for this video. They reached a $40 million settlement, which in reality, that's nothing for Elon Musk, for Tesla, and for the billions of dollars that he has. But they reached that $40 million settlement with the SEC. And just 1 month, that was just 1 month after the tweets were posted. And, though it says here, though Chen instructed the jury not to consider that development in their deliberations. So essentially, from my understanding here, guys, Elon Musk is pretty much over with at this point. It's pretty much over with, and I could be missing something, guys. Of course, I'm not a lawyer. I haven't been following this case way too, in depth, but this is it, and this is something that happened almost 5 years ago at this point. So, yeah, that stuff takes time to really come about. But at this point, that's it. It is what it is. That's what's going on right now. And in terms of the stock, and of course, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. Please drop me some comments. What do you guys think? Do you think Elon's going to pull more shenanigans on Twitter? I think for sure he will. That could pump the stock price again. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But at this point, the stock went up on the day on Friday. Let me pull it up here on the intraday. It went up all the way to 200, right? You guys can see that here, which we had a red day overall on Friday. So the fact that Tesla continued to truck along, that's a good sign. And I'm assuming it has a lot to do with this, the lawsuit or the trial, whatever you want to call it, right? It went all the way to 200. It had a 0.9% green day, and that's after coming down $10 intraday Friday. If I pull the intraday up, you guys will see we went from 199 to 189. So at one point, we were up 5% on the day. And you guys know I've been talking about this. On the 4-hour chart, we have a big resistance on Tesla stock, which I'm not too convinced quite yet that we're going to take it out. You can see 200. That was the high from back in the middle of November. End of November, and of course, you guys remember what happened in December. The stock got molly-whopped. It went all the way down to $100. It got hit 50% on the month, which is just insanity. And now we've recovered pretty much all that gain. And that's the thing. It's up 90% in the past month. How much more could it go in the short term? This is one heck of a relief rally. And do you guys not remember about a month and some change ago, back in December, I was calling for a relief rally on Tesla. Did I think it was going to be this big? No, I did not, to be honest. But we were calling for it, and we got it. And at this point, I don't know how much more legs this rally has. Sure, I could be proven wrong. That's why I have my alert at 200. If it breaks 200, all right, maybe we do see a move to the next gap here on the upside, which could be anywhere from 230, 235. If that were to break, maybe we start making a move towards 260, 265. But it's I don't know. That's a little bit far-fetched in my opinion. We'll see. The technicals might prove me wrong, and I'm going to be waiting for that moment. We'll see, guys. And of course, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments as always. So that's big news for Tesla and Elon Musk. That's kind of a chapter that's behind us at this point. And it was crazy times. You know, those were crazy times. And again, I can't believe it's almost been 5 years. I think I started my YouTube channel in October of 2017. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when it was. And that happened. The tweet came shortly after, a couple months after, the channel started. And I was covering it. I don't know if I could find the videos from back then. I'm sure, they're all there on YouTube still. So I'm sure if I really went back in time and looked, we could find the videos. But it's crazy. It's crazy that it's been that long. So I'm going to wrap the video up. Make sure to hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. And don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo, each up to $2,000. If you guys like your free money. If not, I guess maybe don't get your free money. And also you can get up to 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. And I started a Patreon portfolio, guys, strictly for my Patreon members. All you got to do is sign up for the first tier. It's $10 a month, and there's up to 20 spots available right now. If you guys want to join that tier and get access, I'm going to post screenshots to this portfolio whenever I'm making moves, and we'll, track it over time and see how it does. If you guys want to see that and build a portfolio with me, check out the Patreon link down below. Tier 1 is $10 a month. There's up to 20 spots available right now. Go get in there before they fill up. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.